Homelander's bloody deeds in the latest episode of The Boys made us cringe so hard that our faces still hurt. Is it his most disturbing moment ever? Arguably, yes.
I was a little unsure about this. But now, honestly, I am just so excited about what's coming.
We know what you're thinking. The most? For a show as twisted as The Boys and a character as ruthless as Homelander, it's definitely a bold statement to make. To be clear, we absolutely haven't forgotten about the classics. Abandoning an entire plane full of innocent people after botching a rescue attempt definitely ranks up there.
Let's go!
There's also the time he bursted in aspiring Soup's eardrums just to prove a point to Ashley.
What happens if, I don't know, I do this?
Or what about when he forced a girl to jump off of a building? That was especially demented.
Please, I just want to get down.
I'm not suggesting anymore. Jump.
But seriously, even after taking the entirety of Homelander's sins into account, his latest killing spree reaches a whole new level of murderous depravity. And honestly, the drawn-out scene explains a lot about why Homelander has such a capacity for evil. It begins with the Star-Spangled Soup making a surprise visit to the lab where he spent his youth being experimented on by scientists. It all seems pretty innocent at first, since he knows a lot of them by name and brings them a cake to share. But they know better than anyone, even us, that it's just a dramatic preamble to something horrific. The inevitable dark turn occurs when Homelander reminds Frank, one of the scientists he remembers from long ago, about how indifferent he was when subjecting him to a particularly cruel experiment.
You made the shot, you did a little fist pump to celebrate, and then you turned up the temperature to see if you could burn my skin. You remember that, right?
He then, unsurprisingly, forces Frank into the same furnace and burns him alive. But he doesn't stop there. Next on his kill list is Marty, who is forced to please himself in front of everyone as payback for humiliating Homelander when he was a teenager. The uncomfortable sequence ends with him getting a laser blast to the genitals. After that, head director Barbara shows up and puts a stop to the brutality, but only briefly. By the end of the episode, she's surrounded by a mess of mangled corpses. After seeing Homelander leaving his kill site with a smile soaked in blood and guts, it really does feel like the head madman of the Seven has reached his limits. But the show is far from over, so where do we go from here? Just how horrific can Homelander get, and will it carry much weight after seeing him mutilate his makers? Needless to say, to keep dropping our jaws, they're going to have to really step it up a notch. Given the direction we've been heading in since the beginning of the show, it's very possible that straight-up mass genocide will end up being the final click of the shock knob. At this point in the series, do any of us have at least a minuscule shred of sympathy for Homelander? While his bloody reunion with the scientists who helped shape him definitely offers some important insight into his psyche, we can all probably agree that it's too little too late. We've seen Homelander perform way too many unforgivable acts to sympathize with him and his upbringing. After everything he's done, the why is no longer the issue. It's the how by which Butcher and the rest of the boys are going to take him down that really matters. And with another season to go, we might see things come to pass in a similar way to how the boys' comic ends. That is to say, blood, guts, and capes.